Yeah, that.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Shake It Up with Karen and Regina. And I just want to start today's show by telling you, watch out. Hold on to your chair, your desk.
True.
Watch out. Your computer is going to start vibrating in a second. It's really going to start shaking, if you get what I mean.
But you know
Wait
what?
a minute.
That's
Hold
not,
on.
Okay.
Karen
All right.
is very upset about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Karen needs to purge and get things off her chest, and we're going to allow her this time because we love her, and it's obviously making her sick because she's not feeling well. So I
Right.
want to now let you say your piece. Thank you for not interrupting me.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And
now, listen
say
to
your
me.
piece.
Listen to me very
Here
carefully.
she goes. Listen to
okay?
me.
Listen to me. Very carefully. I'm done, okay? I am done with incompetence. I am done with people not listening. I am done with just the whole basic work ethic of some individuals. Not just work ethic, personally, professionally, just really physically. I just can't take it anymore. And had I had a bottle of Xanax in my house this morning, I probably would have swallowed it because I was frustrated. I even got my Breathe bracelet on. I'm trying really hard. But I just learned that when you're aggravated, your body actually gets sick. So thanks to all of you, and you know who you are, I'm not feeling well today. So let's start. Let's start with what's going on. Now, curious, okay? When you get an assistant, when you have an assistant, are they supposed to assist you or make your job more difficult? Answer.
Well, an assistant is supposed to be facilitating everything that you're telling them to do.
Okay.
So I would say that you don't really have an assistant.
Oh,
I would
just
say you
this
have
to
a big, 80-pound anchor.
Yeah. 80
But-
pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's
I told
my,
you she's
this is my thing, okay? I don't mind, look, I don't mind every now and then things not getting done. I know nobody's perfect. I'm far from perfect. But you know what? There comes
So
a
she
point in
says.
time when you reach your limits, and I am at my limits. I mean, I don't even know what to say. And, frankly.
Oh, my goodness. You're making me nervous.
Well,
I don't want you to
okay.
have a heart attack.
No. And then, to top it off, my hair. Regina, you guys know how much I love my hair salon. You know how much I love my hair cutters. You know how much I love my colorists. You know how much I love my blowout artists. But when I say I want a dusting of a haircut, I mean a dusting of a haircut. I don't mean a bob. I mean they took my hair from here to here. I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
She has a lot of problems.
I had a bad week today.
She's very upset.
No, I
She's
mean
very
seriously.
upset. No, I know. Listen, I understand why she's upset. You guys may not understand the full picture. But when Karen does something, she always gives it her all. She puts her best foot forward. She's the most reliable person. She's the best person you want on a team.
Thank you, Regina.
No, seriously, when you get involved with an organization or your job or whatever, she's always the first person there, prepared. She's extra. She's got copies for people. She's that kind of person.
I'm ready to
And what
go.
I want to say to you is, not everybody's like
Yeah,
that.
but you want to know something? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Not
and I
everybody's
understand
like that.
But when you
And today's work ethic, sorry guys,
Yeah.
but it is in the trash can. I'm just telling you.
there's a lot of
I
people
don't
that really
understand
don't
the
even
kids
understand.
today. Everybody
job.
wants a job, but they don't want to work late.
No, yeah.
They don't, well,
Well, wait.
I
I love
don't
it.
wanna
I love
work
it. Listen, you know what I love?
weekends. And wow,
I don't feel good.
I don't
I don't
understand.
feel good.
Yeah.
Let me explain something.
I
to you.
don't feel good.
You
I'm
have
here.
to strap me down into a gurney in a hospital,
Right.
For me to neglect an obligation that I
Yeah,
have.
but
I mean,
that's
I
a
literally
different-
have to have IV attached to me, and if I could, I would bring the IV with me.
Yes, you'd roll it right in there.
I
She'd
really would.
prop
So
her right
I
up.
don't understand. I'm not feeling well today. I won't be in. Really?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's the different. That's what goes on today.
So frustrating.
And
So
you know what?
frustrating.
I understand. They all say they can't get jobs. They can't get jobs. I don't want to say bullshit. They can get jobs.
Yeah.
They just don't want the jobs.
That's right.
They really don't want to
That's
work.
right.
And
They
when
don't.
they go to work, all they want to do is brrr on
Oh,
the phone.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brrr. And they're standing there
all day.
brrr on the phone. Brrr.
Yeah.
And I see you, Tommy Moore. I see you. He's trying to get the $10 out of me. All right, Karen, I owe you $10 for the tip jar.
You know
'cause
what?
I
I'm going to
cursed.
say it. It's fucking bullshit.
Woo!
Like
That's 20 bucks.
because I am done. I am frankly done. I don't care.
That's
I'm
a
in.
big 20 bucks,
I'm
right?
going. I'm going.
Well, you feel a little better?
I do. I feel
It's
a
very
lot better.
good. That's the other thing. You know
Okay.
what? We want you to breathe.
Okay, I've
Let's
cursed,
get
I've said my
censored
thing,
here.
I've said my piece. But what I
We
do
want-
want to say is we had a great time at Great Chefs this week.
Oh, yeah, we had an amazing time.
That was the best night of the week so far. Yeah. Except there was a dead bird when I walked out this morning. Can somebody please email me and tell me what the dead
She's
bird
all up. They say
on
I
the
have
floor
ADHD,
that you get out of the car?
whatever it is. She's got it.
I really do have a lot going on in my
Yeah,
brain
you
right
do,
now.
you do.
But so Regina goes, no, I think it's a good
Wait,
thing.
did you take something else besides Xanax?
I didn't take the Xanax. I probably should have.
I can't keep up with her.
I
I'm
don't
like,
have Xanax. I don't have drugs. I don't do drugs.
Listen,
I probably
listen.
should
Okay,
start.
now we have to be.
Yeah.
Let's.
Okay.
Okay. Do you feel better? You purged that?
I do, but
because that's very
I
important.
really do want to know what the
Oh,
dead bird means. Regina says it's a good thing when you
Oh
see
yeah,
a
I
dead
think it's
bird.
good luck.
But Tommy says, I think it's not a good thing.
No.
So if you know out there, either Facebook us or put it on our website or comment at the bottom of
Yeah,
our
let us
pages
know.
because I'd really,
Or call
really
into
like
the
to know.
studio. Call
Oh yeah,
in.
Vicky, you could put the number up.
Vicky,
yeah.
you'll love that.
I'd really like to know what a dead bird when you get out of your car means, like on the floor.
Well, I
in
know if
front
you
of
have an animal, like a pet or a cat, like
Yeah.
and you have a dead bird, that means that they love you. Like they're showing their
Right. Well, I was in the
appreciation
middle of
and
a parking lot here.
Right, I know, but you don't know. I don't want to say too much, but there's little kitties that we feed in the back.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
didn't
don't
hear that
give
from
it
me,
up.
people.
Don't give it up.
What?
No.
Tommy goes, it's West Nile.
It's West
It's
Nile.
Ebola.
It's West Nile. Oh God, Ebola. Now we're back to Ebola.
Oh, I love it. You know what?
Good
Vicky,
one.
Vicky, I love Vicky. She's sharp. Not only is she beautiful, but she's sharp. And you know what she just said? She goes, well, it means the bird can't fly anymore. That's it. Boom.
That's
All right,
great.
anyway,
That's
so
great.
let's talk about who we have coming. Oh, you want to talk about where we went, the Family Service League?
Well, let's talk. You know what? We had actually a really wild weekend because Regina and I spent all day Saturday together.
Oh, yeah.
And we did the Frank Prince show. So if you did not see us on the Frank Prince show, then definitely
Right.
go to Madhousetv and watch that episode.
That was a
He's
fun
pimp.
show. Yeah.
I mean, we had a good
That
time.
was really cute.
We had a lot of
It went
fun.
by in a minute.
It was kind of more like the Karen and Regina show with Frank Prince.
Yeah, well,
there.
we're two women. The guy didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
I
it was
mean,
bad.
we
It was bad.
never
We
shut
really
up.
didn't let him talk.
No, we didn't.
I know that was
But
horrible.
that's fine.
Next
He's
time,
used to it.
Frank, it's on you. You'll talk. We'll
Yeah.
just kind of sit there and listen.
All right.
And then what we did is we met our good friend Marianne.
Yes, we went to.
I was hoping to get her as my assistant, but of course, you know.
No, we went to the other store. We went to
Oh,
the
we
store.
went to Stony Brook. Oh my gosh, we have an
Yes.
amazing show.
That's gonna be
coming up
great.
in December.
That's gonna be great.
That you guys are gonna
Lovely
love.
Lady Lumps.
Lovely Lady Lumps, fabulous. And
Fabulous.
Marie from Lovely Lady Lumps
Yes.
is probably one of the best in the industry as far
Oh,
as
she's
as far
incredible.
as bathing suit
She's
fitting
incredible.
goes and bra fitting goes.
Yeah, she's an amazing fitter.
Amazing,
Yep.
amazing.
And then we met our friend Marianne. But then we went to dinner.
Well, we started drinking at 3:00 in the afternoon, Mom.
Oh yeah,
too.
well don't say that.
Yes, well, I'm going to tell you that. So at 3:00 in the afternoon, we started happy
You shouldn't
hour.
be saying.
Why am I not saying that? That's the truth. But I don't live a lie. I am who I am. And once in a
I
blue
know,
moon,
but we
you
don't
know, you
have
got to
to
do what you got to do.
All right, yeah, it is once in a blue moon.
It is, and it was a celebration day because we also were going out to dinner and we saw Luigi and John from
Tutu
Tutto Pazzo.
Pazzo, Joey, yeah.
Yeah, Joey
and Luigi.
Joey and Luigi, and then we went to Fran Caro's birthday party.
Listen to Luigi. Yes. Oh, Fran. Oh, that.
Oh.
Oh my God! I was dancing the whole night.
Yeah, it was a great party. We had a lot of.
I was getting my hustle on.
You took a picture of
I was
me
loving
and
it.
the boys in like, you know,
Oh, it's so
the weirdest
cute.
position. So go on our Facebook page, you'll see that. And then Monday night we had the Great Chefs
Yes,
event.
that
which
was
is
an amazing event.
fabulous.
That
That
was
was benefiting
amazing.
the Family Service League. I don't know if
Right.
you remember last week we had on Karen Borstein from Family Service League here.
Right.
And we were telling you guys to come down. Well, a lot of you did because I saw you all there.
Right.
But for those of you who didn't, really,
You missed a great.
Yeah, you missed a great
event.
party. And next year I want you there.
Apparently, you missed the short ribs cook-off because every
and pumpkin.
restaurant
There
had
were
short ribs
pumpkin
cook-off.
everywhere.
I was like, short ribs and polenta, short ribs and grits, short ribs and mashed potatoes, short ribs and I mean, I'm like,
short
all right,
rib
enough with the
taco,
freaking
short
ribs.
rib. Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
unbelievable.
crazy.
It was a big
But
short
listen,
rib night.
the guys, you know, in the beginning, they have like a VIP lounge, and one of the, I
One
guess,
of the
graduates, you
gentlemen
would
spoke,
say, got up and spoke and told his story and how the Family Service League has changed his life.
Saved his
And
life.
yeah, actually
Saved
saved
his
him
life.
from dying, and then changed his life. And it was such an impactful story. And I believe his name was Ken.
Yeah, I think so.
His name was Ken. And he did, I just want to give him a shout out because it took a lot of courage and a lot of guts to get up there and say what he said.
He brought tears to our eyes, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he
we
was
were
so
moved.
honest. He
Yeah.
didn't leave anything out. You know, he told his story as true as he could and all the bad parts. And it was really so moving. And that's what the Family Service League actually does. So it was great to go to that event. That was huge. That was great.
100%. You know, I'm just looking at your haircut, and we actually look the same now. So he made us look like twins because
How
we have
does
the
she say
same.
that?
Because we have the look. We have the same kind of
Karen,
style.
I have bangs. You do not have bangs.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a bang. I mean, this is like a bang to me.
Do you see my hair stops here?
I'm gonna get over it. I'm gonna get over it. But
It's
you know,
about
I had to pull it all out to get it as long as I can because look, it don't even cover my boobs. Don't even cover my boobs. If you look in the thing, it's what the.
You're a little crazy now.
I know.
Okay, let's get
Okay.
past this. Okay.
All right, I'm very excited
She
about.
sounds like a 12-year-old with his haircut now. Enough.
It was
already.
very
Okay.
traumatic. It was very traumatic. That's why I get my haircut 3 times a year. Because those 3 times a year, I literally have meltdowns. And this week, I
Yeah, I
actually
see
had a
that.
meltdown. Now, it's not that it's not a beautiful haircut. It's a beautiful haircut.
It is
I
a nice
get
haircut.
that.
I
And you
think
know what?
she needed it.
My stylist is amazing. In all honesty, you know, all
think
the
she
people that work on my hair, you know, every single week, I love to death. Don't get me wrong. But here's where you screwed up. You didn't listen to me. Okay, so now you've lost
She is
all
out of
scissor
control.
privileges. No more scissors for you. You can do everything else. You can do irons. You can do blowers. You can do color. You can do whatever you else. You lost the scissor privileges. No more. No
All
more.
right,
It's
all
over.
right, all right, all right.
Okay.
All right,
All right, I'm done.
Okay, you're
good, I'm good.
But, you know, let's
Breathe,
get past
look,
that.
breathe,
So here,
breathe,
let's talk about our show today. And I know everyone's very excited.
I
We have
am.
a whole huge network of people watching today because Stephanie, Karen, and myself
Our
both
friend.
belong to the same, I guess, team
Yes.
with our nutritional cleansing company that we work with. So we have a whole bunch of people tuning in. So we want to say hi to the Healthy Body team. Thank you for tuning in today and supporting us.
Yes.
And we also, he's tapping. And
Oh, I
so
probably
the reason
shouldn't have
why
cursed.
Stephanie Lucrezio, yeah, that's going to be,
Sorry,
Alexis
guys.
is going to love that.
Sorry, guys.
Stephanie Lucrezio is here today, and we're really excited to have her back. And she's going to be a reoccurring personality on our show. And you'll see why, because she is she's just a gregarious, she's beautiful, and
She's smart.
She's so
More than anything
informative.
else, she's so smart.
I mean, the information, wait till you see what she's brought for us today, because she wants us to have a healthier Thanksgiving and to live a healthier
I plan
life
to.
in general.
Don't you plan to have a healthy Thanksgiving?
Well, I hope so.
yes, I hope so too. Yes, exactly.
She's making me have a lot. I have palpitations.
Nervous today.
I got to
Okay,
start
all right.
tapping.
All right,
That's
listen,
what Tommy's telling me.
My fault.
All right. Come on.
We're gonna get through this.
Snap out of it.
All right, I'm better. I'm
Snap
better.
out of it.
I'm better. I got it all out.
Yeah, you
It's
gotta
all
get it off your
vented.
chest.
Yes,
That's the most important
You know,
thing.
now I'm going to start to feel better because now it's not stuck in there anymore.
Right.
I'm
And you
good.
can't stuff your feelings, because when you stuff your feelings, you get sick.
Yeah.
So we all know that
Right,
now.
we learned that today.
Yes,
Stephanie
we did.
taught us
Stephanie,
that. Yeah.
Stephanie's been here telling us everything all morning.
She's been trying to help all day. That's
Yeah.
good.
So we'll be back in a few minutes,
Yeah.
and we'll have Stephanie Lucrezio on, and we look forward to having her join us.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce dryer bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power! Old Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power!
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
I think that one.
Thanks, everyone. I apologize profusely for my terrible negativity that I've spewed on you. But I appreciate you listening because I did need to get it off my chest. And here is my $20 because cursing really isn't my thing, and I don't like to do it. I don't know if you can hear me. Not 100% sure. I don't know because we took it off. Hold on one second. You keep talking while I go
Okay,
to
so
my camera.
here, wait a second.
Hold on. I'll be back.
Here, no, stay here, stay here.
No,
Just
no.
do this.
Let's
Okay.
just fix it.
Okay, anyway, so Karen wants to say she feel like she went a little over the top. I want to say what else is new, but I'm not going to say anything. But she has her $20, one for the F-bomb and one for the BS. So that's $10 each, so it's $20. And then I have my $10, one for my BS. Okay, so now let's get to the real meat and potatoes of why we're here. Stephanie,
Hello.
I love you. I'm so glad she's here today. And we'll just start, Karen, without you. Is that all right?
Yes, I'll be right there.
Okay,
I
she-
can hear you from here.
You can hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, Stephanie
And I'm back
Lucrezio is
anyway.
here. Okay, here she goes. All right, so she's going to open us up because we want you to tell us a little bit about Stephanie. I already know everything about her.
First of all, I keep losing my mic, but
You're a disaster.
I am. It's been that kind of week. I'm not even kidding you. When I tell
Tommy's
you
like it's a dead
that
bird.
if nothing could have gone wrong anything could have gone right this week, I would have been in shock. So thank you so much for coming here.
Thank
I know
you for
you
having
drive a long way.
It's well worth it. So entertaining to watch you guys. I was cracking up, and like you have the microphone on, so I'm like, I have to laugh silently.
I know, we had you mic'd up.
I unfortunately lost it a little this morning, but I promise you the rest of our show is going to be cheery and happy.
I was cleaning your aura.
Oh, that was good. Yeah,
It's
I feel
cleansed.
it.
You
I feel it. I
cleansed.
feel
Good.
cleansed. I feel cleansed.
That's the most important thing.
So, Stephanie, you have some background. You have an amazing history in being able to educate yourself in a lot of different areas. So, your aesthetics came from the Christine Valmet School. Is
Yes.
that correct? Yeah. So that was exciting, and then you switched on over to more beauty and health-related stuff with IIN.
Yes.
Correct. So you're a
Absolutely.
graduate of IIN and an author.
What does IIN stand for? Because you know
You
we
ready,
have
everybody?
this. Yes.
The Institute for Integrative Nutrition. It's something that gets butchered all the time, but it was a fantastic experience for me, and it really fueled my fire and brought me to where I am right now.
Well,
Good.
yeah, I mean, that's really, the more you can educate yourself in your passions, then, I mean, you can only grow from there, so.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
you know what? Once you learn more, it's just like you feel this overwhelming urge to just spread it and shout it from the rooftops.
Right.
You see people shopping, and you're like,
Don't do
Yeah.
that!
don't
Yeah.
do that.
Don't
Don't
go
go there.
Well, it is your passion. I'll tell you that. I have to fix myself because I'm not comfortable.
Oh,
with
we're a
it.
mess today.
Yeah.
You know, it is
Ugh.
funny because when you do believe in something so truly, like, you want to share it with the world, and that's why, like, my sister, she says, like, I'm in a cult. But I'm really not in a cult. What I'm in is, like, just surround myself with people who really love what I love, and it
Absolutely.
becomes contagious. So,
Well, it's so
Yeah.
hard because, you know, I listened to David Wood when I was taking my drive, and he says that you are basically the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And when we go to our events and you can feel that energy and that passion in the room, it's awesome to be
It
with
is,
us.
it
Like,
is. It's
we
incredible.
have an
Exciting.
incredible group of women and men that just empower, uplift, and are on a mission. So
Yes,
it just
I
fuels
agree.
my fire.
I mean, nothing makes me happier. Like people say, oh, you know, you're driving to Jersey for this event, and I say, you know what? I'd skip
I
to
look
Jersey.
forward to it.
I enjoy it. I just think the culture of our team is great. I just think whenever you have that many people in a room that are all like-minded, it's just like a buzz. Like
Yeah.
there's just a
Yeah.
great
And
vibe.
there's such an emphasis on personal development, and it's so important to work on yourself because the more you work on yourself, the more you can give back to others.
Absolutely.
So it's
Well, Susan Sly says.
oh, SS.
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 Girl crush.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with. I'll take you out for her, Stephanie.
Oh, we're gonna go
I'll
at
take
it,
you out for
Regina.
her.
We're
Yeah.
gonna go at it.
SS says
I
you
get a
can't
little
bless
jealous.
others unless you bless yourself.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's true. It's
Absolutely.
love
Yes.
yourself. I
Yes.
mean, you know,
Well,
that's
there you
my
go.
motto.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Stephanie, tell us a little bit about today. You're here, and we're going to have a healthier Thanksgiving. We know
Yes.
that thanks to you. But before we get to that, I wanted to just talk about a little bit about your Toxic Tuesdays and kind of like
Oh,
how
yeah,
that
that's
started
exciting.
and what it means, and you know how did you get started with that?
So Toxic Tuesday basically has become something that is ritualistic on my Facebook page, and it started out as a post, but I realized that could be so much more effective if I was able to share my passion and be more animated, and you can't really do that through words, so
Right.
I decided to step out of my comfort zone, way out of my comfort
Shaking
zone.
it up.
Shaking it up, and decided to hit the video scene, and it was a little uncomfortable at first, but it's been fantastic in the sense that people are having such a response because
Yes.
it's information that most people don't really think about or know. So it's been something that little things that I do in my home that I take for granted because I have this education and this background.
Right.
A lot of people aren't doing those same things.
No,
So I
we
use
don't
it
know.
as a teaching moment to say to people, hey, you're doing this, but if you were to do that, you know,
Right.
it would be such a healthier alternative because people associate a healthy lifestyle with giving up everything that they love. And
Right.
that's
It's
so
a
not what
sacrifice,
it's
and
about.
it's not.
It's not. You know, I tell people that I coach, if you look at it as, oh my God, you know, I'm going on a diet and this deprivation mentality,
Right.
you're setting yourself up for failure to begin with.
Absolutely.
Because it's really about all that you
Jinx.
stand to gain.
Jinx.
It's all that you stand to gain. I mean, there's so many foods that, yes, you may have to put aside. But if you actually know what's in them,
Right.
you're standing in your own power and you're saying, you know what, I choose not to have these foods, and I'm choosing the plethora and multitude of healthy things out there that I can put in my body and feel good about, as opposed to having that guilt and that sinking feeling like, oh God, I ate the bag of cookies.
Right, right. But
Well,
you know
I
what
think
I
that's-
love about it, though, is you make it simple. Because I don't have IIN graduate. I
Right,
don't know all that information. But when you break it down to me and you explain it to me, I get it right away, because you make it in simpler terms for us lay people, you know,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word. But I
use
mean,
the
for
word
us
We're not
lay
very
people.
lay, but
Yeah.
you know, I think also
I don't
it's
know
the
what-
concept of that: are you living to eat, or are you eating to live?
Exactly.
And I think that brings it back to, it's your body, it's your decision, but let's look at the big picture here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Nothing
Absolutely.
tastes as good
And
as healthy
people
feels,
say,
right?
Oh, it's so expensive to eat healthy.
Right.
You know what? There is an upfront, it's an investment. It's an investment in yourself. And when you look at it and you really understand that you're investing in your health as opposed to paying for your disease later on, because food can feed your body in a healthy way, or it can create a breeding ground for disease. And
100%.
we see in our children that there's so many diseases that exist today that didn't exist when we were growing up. So there's a whole new set of challenges.
You know what? And tell us a little bit. You're involved with an organization, a philanthropic. Tell us,
So my pediatrician, Dr. Michael Gabriel, he is just fantastic. And he decided, he sees so many diseases and disorders in our children, that he has this vision in mind where he wanted to create this foundation. It's called the Healthy Path Foundation. And basically what it's meant to do is to turn the tide of childhood illnesses by really having a more proactive approach and educating parents and children. That, schools, we have so many different plans of things that we want to do to really get in, reform the school lunch program, educate teachers, parents, and the children to make better decisions so you can prevent all of these things from happening.
Right.
Because, things like autism, ADHD, diabetes, they're all chronic illnesses that come because of environmental choices, food choices. In some cases, there's vaccines that play into it with autism.
Yep.
So
And
there's so many
if
different
it's
things.
even if it's not causing it, it's certainly not helping
Contributing,
it.
exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
it's definitely
That's the word there.
contributing. And I think that, you hear so many things about the wheat and how the wheat is affecting behavioral patterns and just mental capacities and things like that. So I think, that's a great example of it.
It's huge. And, it's something as simple as, candy. I mean,
Yeah.
if
Sugars.
you look at people say, oh, we want to have parties in schools, and no one's saying not to have parties, but all
I
I'm
know
saying
you like a party.
is I love a party.
Absolutely. You don't like a
I
party.
No, but
love
she
a
makes
party.
it fun,
Absolutely.
and it's so true.
It's just eating as a culture, and there's food in everything that we do, from birthday parties to celebrations to going to a movie, everything.
To just the family dinner every night.
Well,
I think is
and
a part of, like, a culture.
our ethnicity lends to food. I mean, we're Italian. Most
yeah.
Of us, so
Oh, I
it's
love
like
food.
a big part of our
People are
culture.
Like, oh,
I
I
love
can't
food.
do the nutritional cleansing program because you don't eat. Let me just tell you, I eat. I eat every day.
Yes,
too.
we all
I
do.
just eat healthier options as opposed to going out and having a giant steak. I mean, I wouldn't anyway because I don't eat meat and
Right.
mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I'll pick a nice piece of fish and some vegetables
Sure.
or something like that. So, it's just the trade-offs, and that's really what it boils down to is trading off the things that are going to have negative effects and picking things that will have a more positive
But tell us
impact.
how this organization is getting started and what it
It's really a grassroots effort. It's a
Right.
not-for-profit organization. So myself and a couple of other people are on the board, and we're always looking for like-minded people who want to get out there and educate. So if you're someone who wants to be part of committees, you can definitely inbox me on Facebook. We're really looking to just get out there and educate.
Right.
Let people know how to make those healthier decisions. Because the bottom line is, the information that I have, most people don't know where to get it. And,
Correct.
it's not readily available because
well, that's because they're sneaky.
it's sneaky. Exactly. So
Well, because it's cheaper. It's cheaper for them to not invest in the children in a healthy way.
But our taxpayer dollars are paying for these crops. I mean, I watched this documentary the other night, GMO OMG, and OMG was it scary.
Right.
I was, literally my blood pressure was rising and my
Right,
blood
yeah.
was boiling. They showed, how you go through a corn maze,
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Oh, yes.
So in this
I
corn
heard about
maze,
that,
this
yes.
Monsanto corn maze, this family went through it, but they were in a full hazmat biohazard
Correct.
suit
Right.
because it is so toxic and so dangerous to be in these cornfields that you can't breathe in the air. But yet one way or another, that corn is ending up on our plates, whether it's
Right.
through the meat that's being fed it or through the processed foods. Everything has corn in it. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's mind-boggling to
Yeah.
me that
Well, I think what you said is that it's actually classified as a pesticide.
it is classified as a pesticide.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane, but most people don't know it. And you go to
Right.
barbecues and everyone's chomping on corn on the cob, and
Uh-huh.
you know, corn isn't a vegetable. It's just
Right.
not.
Right.
So
No.
And it's delicious, but it does
doesn't.
your body bad.
it does your body bad, 100%.
It does your
So
body bad,
it's,
yeah.
you know, it's really that awareness.
It's not even processed through your system.
No, let's not
Oh,
talk
no, it
about
comes
having
out whole.
plastic corn.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. It's not even
100%.
processed. I mean, that should
Yeah.
really be
Key.
like
An
ding
indicator.
ding. I
Yeah.
mean, it's coming out the way it
Yeah.
came in.
And that goes to anything. That goes to popcorn.
Your body
or
cannot
corn
break it
chips.
down.
I mean, it is. It's in
It's
everything.
scary.
Corn is in everything.
Everything. And,
So maybe we can should we show a Toxic Tuesday clip?
Yeah, I think we
Sure.
should.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
show a Toxic Tuesday clip. Here we go. Here's Stephanie.
Stephanie Lucrezio, welcome to my kitchen again. Today is my favorite day of the week. It's Toxic Tuesday, and I did a little toxic food shopping just for you to demonstrate a little bit about the amounts of sugar that we're drinking. So in today's video, you're going to learn more about rethinking your drink and really looking at the beverages that we're giving our children daily in a whole new light. So today, for those of you that don't know, 1 in 3 children are diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which is an adult onset diabetes. And the really scary thing about this is we don't know what the implications as an adult are for children who have this disease. So the key is prevention. And when you look at the types of things that we're eating and drinking, it's no wonder that our children are experiencing these types of chronic illnesses. So today, our children are addicts. The drug of choice is sugar. So I went out today and I bought a big box of sugar just for you guys. It's getting thrown in the pail as soon as I'm done with this video. So the average child on any given day is consuming about 35 teaspoons of sugar. And I just want you to take a look at what this looks like. 35 teaspoons of sugar. Looks like cocaine, which is very fitting because it is crack for kids and it is highly addicting. Sugar will affect the same part of the brain that heroin and cocaine does. So treat this as you would a drug. We are raising a generation of addicts, and most of the sugar that they're getting, they're drinking. So when you're packing a lunchbox and you're thinking about what to put in, I want you to rethink your drink. Gatorade is a popular choice amongst a lot of parents, especially those who have their children in sports. What most people don't know is that the electrolytes don't mean anything in Gatorade, because when you look at the amounts of sugar, the dyes, and the artificial additives, it is a toxic nightmare. So Gatorade, every time you look at Gatorade, I want you to think of this bag of sugar. There is 21 grams of sugar in one serving of this bottle, and this bottle actually has 2 servings. So for every 4 grams of sugar that you have in a beverage, you can equate that to 1 teaspoon. So in this beverage, you have 14 teaspoons of sugar, and that's what 14 teaspoons look like. The average amount of added sugar that they recommend is anywhere from 3 to 6 teaspoons of sugar. So just with this one beverage, you are way over exceeding the amount of sugar that's recommended for our growing children. The next drink that I want to talk about is very popular in pizzerias. I see kids drinking it all the time and I cringe. Snapple iced tea. It's made from the best stuff on earth. Not. So in this one jar, you have 36 grams of sugar, which equates to 9 teaspoons of sugar. This is 1 teaspoon off from what a can of soda would give you. So the next time you're thinking that you're doing something good for your kids when you're in a pizzeria, don't do it. Capri Sun, another one of the most popular drinks that I see in children's lunchboxes. Capri Sun, not only have they found mold in these pouches, but it is filled with sugar. And the ones that say lower calorie or low sugar have artificial sweetener, so don't be fooled by the buzzwords. This little container has 33 grams of sugar, which equals to a little over 8 teaspoons of sugar that you have in this one pouch. So far, all of these drinks are exceeding the daily recommendations for added sugar that we have. That's without their cereals, their breads, their pastas, or anything else that they're having. The next thing that you have, orange juice. A little cup of orange juice like this, 24 grams of sugar, which is 6 teaspoons. Again, exceeding the limit. The disturbing thing that I wanted to show you is in school they provide milk as an option instead of water. This cup of milk actually completely 3 teaspoons of sugar. The box that they give you is 2 servings. So that little box of milk that they give children in school is actually giving them their daily allowable limit of sugar for the day, which is ultimately disturbing, and in other countries would be considered child abuse. And chocolate milk, because who doesn't like a little chocolate in their milk? These little harmless boxes, 25 grams of sugar, or 6 teaspoons. So my message to all of you is to rethink your drink, keep your children away from these sugary beverages, and give them good old-fashioned water instead. You can flavor it up any way that you like. My son loves lemon water, which has great detoxifying benefits. You can throw apples in there, you can throw limes in there, berries, whatever you please. Flavor it up however they'll like it, but just keep them away from the sugary drinks. Rethink your drink, and join me next week for Toxic Tuesday. If we're not currently connected on Facebook, please feel free to send me a friend request or follow me for more information like this. Keep it healthy, keep it simple, and please keep food a priority. Your children's health is A1 priority, and it is a legacy that you will leave them long after you're gone. Thanks so much for joining me. Everyone.
I can't even tell you how informative that is because, for me, I grew up drinking sodas and I grew up drinking, teas and things. And even when, companies like Snapple came about, and not to bring anything down with Snapple, but they make you think like it's a healthier alternative. And that really is what's scary for me because there are people out there, even the Capri Suns with the waters,
Oh.
and, the all those
Juice boxes.
touting natural,
It's disturbing, and I was a Coke culture girl too. I look back at videos, and Coca-Cola was on the table every night. I mean, I think about what I had and drank as a kid, Snapple apples. I mean, it's just loaded with sugar. But I didn't know better, so I couldn't do better. But now that you know better, you make better decisions.
Absolutely, and you have to teach your kids that, and I think that's what's part of the initiative you're trying to do is to really educate them.
Kids you can mold them to be whatever you want them to be. He's never had soda. He will never have soda. I mean, the only thing, like I did the Toxic Tuesday yesterday, the only
that
thing
was
we
great.
use soda for is to clean the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
And I don't really keep it in the house that often, but if someone brings a bottle and I have it
Why,
left
does
over.
it clean the toilet bowl?
It does, actually.
Well, tell her what soda can get rid of in the third world countries.
So soda actually in third world countries is used for a pesticide because it's a cheaper and more effective solution. You can use it to clean rust off of your engine in your car.
Keep going.
You can use it to get oil spills off your garage floor. You can also use it if you have a penny that's like crusty and old. You can make it shiny and new by soaking it in soda.
Could you imagine?
So there's so many uses for
Yeah,
soda.
no,
and I
I
say
do.
to people, if you really think about what the acid in that soda is, what it's doing to heavy equipment, what is that doing to your stomach and your insides? I mean, it's
Your
absolutely disgusting. So, I have them brainwashed. And some people think that I'm crazy and over the top and I'm creating little, minions or whatever. But the bottom line is, kids are little people, and there's so many teachable moments that you have throughout the day where you can really help to educate them. So it's not this deprivation. Oh, mommy's, not giving me this. And he knows that I don't give it to him because I love him.
Yes.
And, went to the movies yesterday, and he wanted Skittles. Skittles kills me. I mean, I introduced them. I had my husband.
Skittles kills me.
She was
Skittles
like,
kill me.
Skittles. He actually wanted Skittles.
He did. And my husband used this as a tool when he first started playing hockey to get him on the ice. And of course, I wanted to kill my husband for this, but it's like crack for kids, and he loves it.
Yeah.
So, I rationed out the Skittles. It was a treat. It was a special day.
Right.
He came home. He had green apples and all kinds of things to detox his body. He wasn't allowed to have juice. So I make trade-offs, and it's something that happens once in a very blue moon, and he really appreciates it when he gets it.
Right.
But he knows it's not something to expect to be in the house. If we go to a movie, we go to a party, I can't be crazy because my fear is at that point he's going to turn around when he's 13 and walk in the house with a Happy Meal.
Right.
And then you'll find me on the floor.
Stephanie will pass out. But you know what? I have
It's
to
like
say,
when you find out your kids is on drugs, she's worried about that.
I'm worried about the Happy Meal.
Yeah, she's worried about
I'm
that.
I'm worried about
Happy
him
Meal.
smoking pot.
But you know
No.
what? It's so cute because I've seen her
That's
son
hysterical.
now through a couple of videos and stuff like that. And there's nothing that is, he's a regular kid. So he's not like a nerdy kid or he's, the only kid that's not having this or that. He totally gets into it and he's very knowledgeable.
Yes.
And it's amazing to see how like you said, when you know better, you do better, and then how that's passed along to your children.
Yeah, and
That's
the only
huge.
thing that I have to do is I have to control him because he'll come home and he's like the lunchbox police.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's like, Mom, you have no idea what so-and-so brought in their lunchbox. There was Doritos and a Capri Sun juice box, and I tried to tell them that it's not healthy, and I'm like, Lewis,
He's going to get punched in the face
just
one
don't
day.
worry
Yeah,
about what is in other people's lunchbox.
Yeah.
Worry about what's in your
Right,
own.
right.
So it's,
But
know,
it's cute.
That you do have to teach them that because there's going to be some bully in school that's going to take them out.
I was going to say, well, you're a crusader blazing the trail.
I am a crusader, and apparently I'm raising one just like me.
Right.
So I'm very proud of it, but we have
Absolutely.
to keep it contained because
Right.
I don't want him to be the source of any negative attention in school. And I want him to be a normal kid. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's unfortunate that for many people this is like something that's so to the left. But
Yes.
this should be the norm for every family.
Right.
Because
Right.
food really is the foundation for everything that follows, whether it's healthy or unhealthy.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And
I
you know what?
agree.
We want to hear more about it, but we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your #1 resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the #1 supplier of tattoo inks in the world, with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your #1 resource for
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We just want to say we love having you on the show. I mean, it just goes by so quick, and we still have more to cover, so we need to be laser. So the first thing I want to say is we are starting a revolution, and our revolution is called the Wellness Warriors. So tell us a little bit about that.
So the Wellness Warriors Revolution is something that I'm so passionate about, and there's all kinds of things in the works right now as we launch. It's basically a mission of moms on a movement who want to get back to basics and create a healthier future for themselves and their families. Because the bottom line is, it starts with you. As the mom, you're making the purchasing decisions,
you're cooking, you're preparing the meals. So whatever you do, whether it's healthy or unhealthy, is going to trickle down to your children.
Right.
And the longer you wait to break bad habits, the harder it is. So the sooner you get on board with this healthy lifestyle and instill these habits and educate your children, the easier things are going to be for you at home.
I truly believe in that, and I think that we are associated with a lot of parents that would love to jump on board and
Absolutely.
be that warrior.
Absolutely.
The Facebook page is in the making. As soon as it's up, I'm going to put it on my personal page, so you can connect with me on Stephanie Lucrezio on Facebook, or you can follow me on YouTube. As soon as everything's posted and finished, there's going to be all types of news announcements being made on my page.
Okay, so then when you have that all going on, will you come back?
Of course I'm coming back.
All right, good. We love having her on the show.
I love coming.
And it's so much fun. And then we can also talk about, as the weather gets warmer, some other seasonal changes.
Absolutely.
So what do we
But,
do
yeah.
holiday-wise?
Okay.
Stephanie?
Right now it's all about
I mean,
Thanksgiving,
well,
right?
there's a lot of holidays coming up, and I
Yeah.
think that the problem is that you're so used to the traditional way to make things, but there's better ways.
There are better ways. So for the most part, the holidays are, I'm not going to curse because I don't want to have to donate, but it's one of those things where it really is an S show.
Well, we're gonna-
I
knew she was going to say that too.
You like
I
that?
bet
Yeah.
she-
So it
dying to
becomes
say it.
something where, it's kind of like an invitation to just eat whatever you want. And listen, I want everybody to enjoy the holidays. It is a time to celebrate with your family.
Right.
It's a time to indulge in things that you wouldn't normally have. I always say 80-20, so 80% of the time you're doing the right things, you're eating cleanly, and then that 20% of the time you can indulge in sweet potato pie and feel okay about it because you know you have this healthy lifestyle to ground you and keep you on course.
Exactly.
I love
So
that.
And again, it's not about, sitting there like,
No.
like you're deprived or you,
No.
it's like you're in jail or in prison. It's not like that. And I think, where we have a long way to go, we've come a little far.
Absolutely.
We've come a long ways too.
Right.
Like there
Oh,
are
yeah.
a lot more healthier options, I think, and
You can even
it's a
take
lot
some baby
simpler.
steps towards
well, that's what
living
I'm saying.
healthier.
It's a
This
lot
is what this
simpler
is.
than we think.
It is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, the food companies have us brainwashed to think that they can do it better and they could do it quicker. I was watching a documentary, because this is what I do in my spare time, and they said that the average person spends 27 minutes creating a meal and 4 minutes cleaning up. Well, I don't know about anybody else, but 27 minutes to make a meal from start to finish and then 4 minutes to clean up seems a little suspect to me. I'm not saying you have to slave in the kitchen for hours on end, but if you're really preparing with fresh ingredients, it does take a little bit longer, but it's so worth it in the end when you can serve your family something that you feel really good about. So when it comes to Thanksgiving, you're going to see a lot of these prepackaged things that, like this stuffing. It seems like a really easy option. You just add some things to it. But if you look at the ingredients in here, you have all types of toxic chemicals. You have high fructose corn syrup, trans fats, enriched flour, all types of toxic preservatives. So, when you look at something like this, I want you to think about what it is. And this is a toxic cop-out to make it easier for people who, just simply don't care about making healthier choices. It is so easy, and I do this every year. I buy whole wheat bread and I just cut it into little squares because that's really all that this is. This is bread that's cut into squares and pre-baked.
Yeah, but this is like cardboard bread.
It's awful.
Yeah,
It's
you
I
have
mean,
to
you can
add
hit somebody in the
water.
head with that bread.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a rock.
It's
Yeah.
awful.
No
So
good.
you can just cut up, and I always say organic whole wheat because the thing about wheat right now is they're genetically modifying it. They're spraying with a ton of pesticides, and it is causing a lot of problems. There's so many gluten intolerances. So you can even buy gluten-free bread if you have someone who has an allergy so that everybody can enjoy the meal, because the bottom line is, when people come to your table, years ago you didn't have people who sat down and like, oh, I'm allergic to gluten, dairy,
Right.
eggs, all the
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah, all of
Today
that.
we do.
But
Right.
the Ezekiel brand is really
Yes,
nice.
Ezekiel is great
and
also.
it's got great texture. And
I have
Right.
it every day.
Yeah.
My
And
son
what
eats
about
it.
a multi-grain bread? Is that good too?
You have
gotta
to be really careful with
Right.
bread because it could say whole wheat or multigrain, and then when you read the ingredients,
Right.
there's high fructose corn syrup, there's oils, there's adzenocarbonate or whatever it's called. It's the
goodness.
ingredient in
Right.
yoga mats. So,
Yoga
there's
mats.
ingredients that are
That's
in
a
yoga
great
mats
thing.
that are
I
in our
don't
bread.
understand how, I know I'm going to sidetrack and we have to be laser, but I don't understand how that's possible.
food
How
companies
is
allow
that
that.
allowed? When
Yeah.
you travel to Europe, they don't allow any of
Yes.
that
Yeah.
bullshit. Again, another $10.
But
That's
here's
right.
the
I
thing.
don't care. They don't allow any of that stuff in their food. Why do we allow it?
Because
I don't
not
get it.
enough people. Here's the problem. It's all
Scuttle.
about money. The
Scuttle,
food
yeah.
has become an industry. So when it comes down to it, everybody's purchases, and this is my main thing with the Wellness Warriors Revolution, people say, oh, we can't make a difference. You absolutely can make a difference. And every time you go to the supermarket and you scan an item, you're casting a vote for the types of food that you want to see on the supermarket shelf.
Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
if you're casting a vote for this stuff in front, you're supporting the companies that are poisoning us, poisoning our children, as opposed to maybe paying a little bit more for organic, but sending a message to the food company saying, hey, you know what? If the government isn't going to take care of it, then we're going to hit the food companies where it hurts, and that's the profit margin.
Right.
And you're going to start to see food companies coming out and changing things, because the bottom line is they want to sell their food. If it's sitting on the shelves, it's not doing them any good, and if you're buying it, it's not doing you any good.
And you know what? That's a great way to show we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it.
Exactly.
We're on to you people.
Like, instead of buying granulated sugar, sugar is not supposed to be white, people. It's not supposed to be white. When you see white sugar, this sugar is basically processed and bleached. It's not something you want to put in your body. And the bottom line is, whether it's white sugar or not, you want to be mindful with how much sugar you're putting in your body, period, end of story.
Course, yeah, I mean,
but a lot of these recipes call for sugar. So we still 80-20. We want to have a good Thanksgiving. Instead of using this, go for an organic turbinado sugar, because sugar beets is another one of the top genetically modified crops. So when you're going with turbinado sugar, you're going to see it is brown, which is the color that sugar should be. So this is a great alternative that you can use in some of your pie recipes. Just, you know, if you have like the candied yams that you want to make, this is a great thing to do.
Now, if you don't have a Trader Joe's by you, that's a brand, that kind of sugar can be bought in any supermarket.
Absolutely. Stop and Shop, you're going to see a lot more organic items popping up on shelves because people are asking for it. So there's always going to be an organic, gluten-free aisle that you can shop in.
It's funny
Stop
you
and
should
Shop
say
has
that.
a good section,
Well, that's
too.
what I was going to say. You know, years ago, if there was an organic section, it was maybe
Oh,
one
right.
shelf.
It's getting much
Great
bigger.
point.
It's an entire aisle
It's
now.
an entire
Yeah,
aisle.
that's a great point.
Yeah.
You can
So,
see. So if we
we're
keep
making a
if we
difference.
keep doing it and banding
Absolutely.
together and
Yeah.
really letting a voice
Absolutely.
be heard, there'll
So,
be more changes.
The other thing that you want to look at is canned stuff.
Oh my God.
Oh, for the love of God, don't buy the cans.
I mean, I didn't even know about.
for the love of God,
I didn't even know how bad that was, and
It's
I
so
never
much
did that.
worse than you could possibly
I mean,
imagine.
that's like.
No, I
So-
mean, first of all, the taste is horrific.
It's horrific.
It doesn't make any
If you're
sense.
making sweet potato
Baby
pie
food.
or cranberry sauce, the first thing I want you to know that's fundamentally wrong with canned foods is in canned food there's a chemical in the cans called BPA, which is bisphenol A. And what happens as you put stuff in the cans is the food actually absorbs the chemical. Bisphenol A is a chemical that I found out about when I was looking for baby bottles for my son. And at the time, it was like a fairly new thing. This is going back 7 years. Now, most of the baby bottles are BPA free, but you still have to check.
Oh yeah, you see that on
Yeah.
some of the.
Yeah.
bottles.
It's a
And
big
I have a
thing.
water
Water
bottle
bottles,
that's too.
too.
Right.
So when you're looking at this, I mean, this is an endocrine disruptor. It disrupts hormones in your body. Hormone disruption can lead to all types of problems, ranging from cancer to a whole bunch of other things. So fundamentally, this is wrong. Let's not mention the fact that this isn't just sweet potatoes. There's high fructose corn syrup in here. There's additives that are added to this that wouldn't be added if you were using just a good old-fashioned yam. And I do this every year. I roast a whole bunch of yams. I'll let it cool, and then I just take the flesh out, and I'll use that. I make this sweet potato and banana casserole that's absolutely
Ooh,
delicious.
that sounds good.
It's really good. I got it off the Food Network, and again, it's a healthier version of whipping up these toxic yams and putting, you know, log cabin syrup or Aunt Jemima syrup, which drives me bananas.
yeah,
Use
yeah.
regular maple syrup. It doesn't have all the high
Pure
fructose
Vermont
kind syrup.
maple
Exactly.
syrup, right.
So cranberry sauce is obviously something that people love on Thanksgiving. Cranberry sauce is so dangerous in a can because the acidity of the cranberries and the BPA combined makes it a toxic nightmare. Not to mention that, again, there's sugar added to this. So buy fresh cranberries. I make fresh cranberry sauce. I put a cinnamon stick in there. I make it over the stove.
And what do you do? Do you boil the cranberries?
Yeah,
You put them on the stove and you boil
Right,
them. You let
and you
them
put
simmer.
sugar. I put the sugar in.
Yeah, and as it simmers, what basically happens is the cranberries break
smells
down.
so good.
It
Yeah, see,
smells
that's the other thing.
delicious.
Your house has the aroma. I mean,
of
that's
the
why I love
holidays.
Thanksgiving.
Yes. So this is something that I do. I will not buy anything in cans. And I was looking at the cans and just looking at them, like, I don't know if you could see, but they're all grimy and gross on the top.
Oh, they're probably from
it's-
like the year of the flood. I
it's
mean,
just
how old is this
disgusting.
thing?
Yeah,
I
it's
have
terrible.
no idea, but I
So let's get back because, you know, I mean, it's
Wait a
not that I
minute.
haven't
It
had fresh-
expires. It expires 2017.
Yeah, so
is that a little scary?
here's Wellness Warriors
2017.
Revolution 101. if the shelf life of the product is really long, well, your shelf life is going to be a whole lot less. So
Yeah.
that's
I love that.
I like
love
that too. Oh, so it comes
And
with
it even
recipes.
has a recipe on
yeah,
the
it has
back,
a recipe.
so you can do that.
Actually,
Yeah,
I've
I
cut
love
up
this. I love
oranges
this.
and
Okay.
sliced
Yes.
orange in mine, so
Yes.
it's like an orange cranberry. You could do that too
Absolutely.
with fresh oranges.
And then the last thing that you want to do, I mean, we use flour in a lot of things for baking. And regular flour, this white flour, again, unnatural, it's bleached, it's very processed. Everything that's good about it is removed. So something better that you can do is either use a 100% whole wheat flour like this. I don't use whole wheat flour anymore because my husband has a gluten intolerance, so I typically will buy a completely gluten-free version. And there are conversion charts that you can download, and if you want, I can send you one that you can post on the website.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
The conversion charts are there, so you can actually convert whatever amount is called for in your recipe for something like this so that you can replace it. And it
So
will
now,
just make
what
it-
is this made out of?
This specifically is made of rice flour and potato
Oh, okay.
starch.
Yeah.
So they have like coconut oil, they have coconut flour, tapioca flour. There's all different types that you can use.
I bought the brown rice flour, which I find
Yeah.
to be pretty similar to regular flour. It has the same like
Yeah.
consistency.
Yep.
I can bread chicken in it, and
And the taste
It's
is
nice.
the same.
It's
You
I
nice.
did the
Yeah.
coconut flour with fresh fish because when we
Yeah.
go fishing.
Oh, that must be
And
nice.
it's nice because it gives it a little bit, and then use the coconut butter, oil, whatever that
Yeah.
is, to saute it.
Right.
And it really has a nice, and you'd be surprised.
Well,
Like
does.
she's
It would go
saying,
nice with the
it
coconut.
seems
Yeah.
like it's a whole, it's complicated. It's really not complicated. And once you start trying and becoming a little experimental with things,
Right.
you find that it's like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It
that's great.
becomes something that's second nature. And I'm Italian, so I come from an old school Italian traditional,
Right.
have sauce and meatballs on Sunday. And so I definitely am the black sheep of my family. I've seen certain people make changes and come my way. My sister's definitely made a lot of changes and is doing the same thing that I'm doing for her family.
She's in the cult too.
She's
She
in the
likes
cult.
the cult.
Yeah,
She
I've
likes the
initiated her.
cult.
We
She
like
was-
it.
My sister's using the cult tools, but not refuses
get there.
to be in the cult.
Baby steps.
You have to meet
Yeah.
people
Baby
where they
steps.
are, whatever it is.
Exactly.
As long as
Right.
she's eating healthy, that's good. We
Yeah.
got 2 minutes, that's it? Holy moly.
It flies when you're having fun. So
It certainly does.
It's baby steps. And I say to people all the time, if you're falling off and you have a bad week, it doesn't mean that you stop. You don't go to the gym
Right.
and get a six-pack and then just stop going to the gym.
Right.
You keep going to maintain. So if you have a bad week, you go through the holidays and you gain 2 or 3 pounds on Thanksgiving, it's okay if you go back to this foundation of healthy living and this nutritious lifestyle. And if you're making all of these swap outs for Thanksgiving, you can feel so much better about the food that you're eating. It's still going to taste absolutely delicious. And, I've over the years had to lie about or conceal certain ingredients that I've used because my mom is like,
oh, I'm not eating
I'm
that.
not eating organic.
Oh, I
and
know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing. It doesn't taste any different. It's
I
just
don't
a
say
healthier
anything.
version. So I've left it alone, and now everybody's like, oh, the food is delicious. So
Yeah, I love that.
So now listen, if people want to get some more information, which I'm sure you do, because we just really scratched the surface, give them your website information, how they can get in contact with you, and use this camera over here, Tom.
So basically, the best way to connect with me is on Facebook. I share posts daily, 3 to 4 times a day. I have videos that come out 1 to 2 times a week. I'm setting up my YouTube channel. My page for Wellness Warriors Revolution is in production, so you're going to see that coming out soon.
Right, so you're
For
going to
now-
come back and launch that product here with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be great.
Absolutely. And for now, you can just connect with me on Facebook, Stephanie Lucrezio. My YouTube channel is Stephanie Lucrezio as well. And the spelling of my name, for those of you that don't have it, it's Locriccio. Definitely follow me. And I love to hear from people. So if there's any tips that you've taken and brought into your home, nothing makes me feel better than getting messages from people that are following me saying, oh my God, your voice is in my head when I'm in the supermarket. That's exactly what I want.
It does. It does.
That's
She's
great.
on my shoulder, following me around.
Well,
get the wagon going this way. Get the
all
wagon
of
going that way.
All of Stephanie's links and information to her
Oh,
website
right.
is on our website. So you can also go to shakeitupwithkarenandregina.com
Yeah, we put
and
everything
click
up there.
right over to Stephanie's website and be able to click right on our Facebook pages and our YouTube channels and watch some Toxic Tuesday videos and learn more about a healthy lifestyle.
So thank you, and we wish everyone it's a little early, but we wish everyone
Oh.
a happy Thanksgiving.
A little early.
And we hope that you incorporate some of these healthy tips in your dinner this year.
Yes.
So, and if you have any other questions, let us know. Reach
Happy
out to
holidays.
us.
Have a
Let us
happy
know
and
about the
healthy
dead
holiday.
bird. See you next week.